Welcome to Back Bike Beat. The 2025 Yamaha Rajdoot 350 is more than a motorcycle, it is a rebirth of one of India's most iconic machines, a name that has lived in stories, nostalgia, and garage tales for decades. Riders who grew up in the 80s and 90s remember the Rajdoot 350 as a machine of raw power and character, a bike that defined aspiration. Now, in 2025, Yamaha has revived that legacy, but with a modern twist that balances heritage with today's demands for technology, safety, and efficiency. At first glance, the design of the Rajdoot 350 makes it clear that Yamaha's designers wanted to honor the past while not looking outdated. The teardrop-shaped fuel tank with bold, retro-inspired graphics recalls the original model. Chrome accents across the exhaust, headlamp bezel, and side panels carry that vintage charm forward. The twin-pot exhaust system, sculpted neatly, gives a nod to the old-school twin-pipe setup but with a cleaner and more refined appearance. There's a sense of minimalism in the way Yamaha has crafted the machine, no unnecessary bulk, no exaggerated lines, just a clean, timeless silhouette that blends with modern engineering. Lighting, however, is all new. The round LED headlamp provides a powerful white beam with far better visibility than halogen bulbs of the past. Daytime running lights integrated into the cluster add a sharp modern signature. The turn indicators and tail lamp also use LED elements, making the bike more energy efficient and durable while keeping a compact, sleek look. The wheels are alloy, not spoke, which not only improves handling but also allows for tubeless tires, a must-have for modern commuting. Sitting on the bike, the rider is greeted by a hybrid instrument cluster that combines the nostalgia of analog needles with the convenience of digital information. The tachometer retains its old-school sweeping dial, while the speedometer and additional info like fuel efficiency, gear position, trip meters, and possibly Bluetooth-based phone notifications appear digitally. Riders can expect features such as call alerts, SMS notifications, and turn-by-turn navigation, making the Rajdoot 350 a retro-modern companion rather than just a throwback. Yamaha has also added thoughtful touches like a USB charging port for devices, showing that they understand the needs of today's urban and touring riders. The soul of any motorcycle, of course, lies in its engine. This is where the 2025 Rajdoot 350 distinguishes itself from the old two-stroke beast. Gone is the raw, oil-burning twin-cylinder screamer that defined the original. In its place is a refined, liquid-cooled, 350 cubic centimeters single-cylinder four-stroke engine designed for cleaner emissions, better fuel efficiency, and longer life. Power output is estimated in the 22 to 30 horsepower range, a sweet spot that ensures spirited acceleration without being intimidating. The torque curve is tuned to deliver strong low and mid-range grunt, perfect for Indian city traffic as well as open highways. While purists may miss the wild kick of the two-stroke, modern riders will appreciate the smoothness, reliability, and economy this engine provides. The gearbox is a slick-shifting 5 or 6-speed unit, depending on the variant, with a light clutch action for effortless riding in traffic. Yamaha has tuned the gear ratios to allow relaxed cruising at highway speeds without straining the engine. This makes the Rajdoot 350 not only a weekend nostalgia trip but also a practical daily machine. On highways, the bike can comfortably sit between 90 and 110 km per hour, with a top speed expected around 125 to 130 km per hour. This ensures the bike is usable across conditions while staying efficient. Speaking of efficiency, Yamaha has tuned the motor to return around 40 to 45 km per liter, a huge improvement over the thirsty two-stroke that rarely crossed 20 km per liter. This makes the Rajdoot 350 economical and sustainable in today's market. The riding experience is supported by a modern chassis and suspension package. The double cradle frame gives it stability and rigidity, keeping the bike composed at speed. Front telescopic forks with a longer travel soak up uneven roads, while twin rear shock absorbers add to the classic look but are tuned for comfort and balance. Braking is handled by a disc setup at the front and rear, paired with single-channel ABS for safety. This setup provides confidence even on wet or slippery surfaces, a far cry from the old drum brakes that demanded nerves of steel. Handling is agile yet stable, thanks to a balanced weight distribution and slightly relaxed steering geometry. Yamaha has ensured that the bike is easy to maneuver in crowded city traffic but remains planted on long highway rides. The exhaust note deserves a special mention. Yamaha has engineered it to retain some of the throaty, raspy character of the old Rajdoot but in a refined 4-stroke tone. It is not deafening, but it has enough bass and presence to turn heads when you ride past. This careful balance ensures the bike still feels special without being impractical in urban neighborhoods. Now, let's talk about comfort and ergonomics. The seat height is accessible, likely around 790 mm, ensuring riders of varying heights can manage it easily. The seat itself is a single-piece cushion unit that offers good support for both rider and pillion. The handlebar position is slightly raised for an upright stance, reducing strain on the wrists and shoulders during longer rides. Foot peg placement is neutral, not too rear set, not too forward, making the bike suitable for both city commutes and extended journeys. For pillions, the broad rear seat and grab rail provide security and comfort, ensuring the Rajdoot 350 isn't just a solo nostalgia machine but a family-friendly commuter as well. What makes the Rajdoot 350 truly unique, however, is not just its mechanical package but the story it tells. The original Rajdoot 350, also called the RD350, was a dream machine, often described as India's first real performance motorcycle. It had a cult following, and even today, restored models fetch premium prices among collectors. By reviving this name, Yamaha is tapping into deep-rooted emotional value. Riders who once longed for an RD but couldn't own one can now experience its modern avatar. Younger riders get the chance to own a piece of history without compromising on modern-day safety and reliability. It's not just a bike, it's a bridge between generations, between nostalgia and progress. When it comes to pricing, Yamaha has positioned the Rajdoot 350 smartly. Reports suggest an expected ex-showroom price range between 1.95 lakh and 2.5 lakh rupees. This makes it competitive with bikes like the Royal Enfield Classic 350, Honda SCB 350, and Jawa 42. What Yamaha brings to the table is not only a reliable Japanese-engineered machine but also a name that carries heritage and emotional weight. For enthusiasts who want something more distinct than the mainstream classics, the Rajdoot 350 becomes an irresistible proposition. In terms of practicality, the bike offers everything needed for Indian conditions. Tubeless tires reduce the hassle of punctures. Ground clearance ensures it can handle speed bumps and rough patches. Fuel efficiency ensures running costs remain manageable. Spare parts availability, backed by Yamaha's network, promises peace of mind. All of this combines with styling that turns heads wherever it goes.